All right, so today we're going to dig into a piece of cleaning tech that's been making some pretty big waves, the Aiolith floor scrubber. It's built specifically for vinyl floors, so let's break down the claims and see what it's all about.
You know, we all love the look of vinyl floors. They're stylish, they're tough, but man, keeping them looking brand new, that can be a real battle. It's this constant struggle to get them truly clean without scuffing them up or dulling that beautiful shine. And this really gets to the heart of what our source material calls the vinyl floor dilemma. It's this central problem that this machine is supposed to solve.
So here's the thing, it's this constant balancing act, right? You need something that's aggressive enough to lift all that nasty caked-on grime, but at the same time, it has to be gentle enough that it doesn't wreck the floor surface. It's a really tricky sweet spot to hit. And this is where the Aiolith scrubber steps into the picture. The source basically positions it as the answer to this whole dilemma. So the big question is, how exactly does it pull off this blend of power and delicacy?
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how this machine actually cleans. This next part is all about that idea of power meets precision. See, it's not just about raw power. According to the source, the magic is in the combination of these 360-degree rotating pads and what they call an optimal pressure system. This setup is what lets it tackle really tough stuff. We're talking kitchen grease, tracked in mud, all without scratching or damaging that vinyl. And all that efficiency, it translates into something huge in the real world. 40% faster drying times compared to its competitors. I mean, for any busy place like a store or hospital, that is a game changer. It means less downtime and safer floors, way faster. So, the cleaning power sounds impressive, but can it actually hang during a long workday? That brings us to our next section, which is all about the machine's endurance and, you guessed it, agility. The headline number here is 5 hours, a full 5-hour runtime from a single charge. The source says that's enough juice to clean something like 12,000 square feet. If you're managing a huge facility, that means you're not chained to a wall outlet all day. You're out there getting the job done. And look, a number is just a number, right? But check this out. The source gives us this quote from Roy Carter, a maintenance supervisor in Ohio, who says, "We clean 3 schools without plugging in." Now that puts that 5-hour battery into perspective. It's not just a spec, it's a real-world capability. It's not just about stamina, though. It's about how it moves. The source uses this great phrase. It's designed to dance through tight spaces. They're talking about its zero-turn steering. It can pivot on a dime, making it super easy to navigate around tricky obstacles, whether that's furniture in an office or IV poles in a hospital. Okay, so it's powerful, it's agile, but is it built to last? And is it actually easy to use? That leads us right into the claims about its smart design and simple operation. So check this out. Instead of the usual aluminum frames you see on a lot of machines, the Aiolith is built with military-grade HDPE plastic. The claim here is that this thing is tough enough to handle the chaotic world of commercial cleaning. We're even talking about surviving a drop from a loading dock. And if you want proof, the numbers don't lie. A janitorial company reported a whopping 78% fewer repairs after they switched over from their old aluminum models. Think about that. That's a massive drop in repair costs and lost time. Of course, being tough is great, but if it's a headache to operate, nobody's going to want to use it. And that's where this quote from a Texas retailer, Mia Lombardo, just nails it. She says, "Even my tech-challenged mom uses it." That tells you everything you need to know about its intuitive, one-touch controls. Now, this is where we get into what I'd call the secret sauce. The source highlights this key tech called pH-balanced fluid injection. It's not just about scrubbing. It's about the actual cleaning solution. The system is engineered to use a fluid that's perfectly balanced to destroy dirt while leaving the floor's protective glossy finish completely intact. And you can literally see the result of that tech right here on this chart. Third-party tests mentioned in the source show the Aiolith system has 31% better gloss retention than just standard mopping. It's right there in black and white. It's not just about making the floor clean, it's about preserving its value. So after all that, what's the bottom line here? Let's tie it all together and look at the final verdict based on everything our source material has laid out. And before we get to the summary, the source drops a pretty staggering number on us. Over 200,000 satisfied users. That's a huge piece of social proof. suggesting this thing isn't just a niche product.
So, here it is, the whole argument boiled down. You've got power that cleans without destroying, you've got the endurance to last the whole day, you've got agility to get into tight spots, durability that saves you money on repairs, and finally, innovation that actually protects the floor itself. That's the full case for the Aiolith.
Which kind of leaves us with this one big question to chew on. Our commercial spaces, our schools, hospitals, and shops, they're only getting more complicated. So is this kind of approach, this blend of raw power, smart tech, and sheer toughness, is this the new gold standard we should expect for floor care? It's definitely something to think about.